Our frame has started a long time ago. Actually, it has started, as you know, or most of you will know, in 1610. And this is just a picture of the Orion cloud that has been discovered in 1610 when our cycle has started, actually. Now, as we can see, that has been a long time that is coming to an end. We all know that. And that it is coming to an end is a very important frame. And it is part of a huge, huge, huge cycle. Very, very huge cycle. You see, if you look at the movement of the axis of the Earth, one hexagram in the average takes 403 years. One line takes 67 years, and one color a little bit more than 11 years. And I want to point your awareness for a moment to the color, because we have entered color, which is in that case the first one, because the movement of the axis of the Earth is retrograde. So in the same way as it started in the sixth line of the hexagram, it starts in the first line in the sixth color and will end in the first color, and the first color is fear. And if you count that back, what you can see is that the 2015 around autumn, the beginning of autumn, there was the second color, the color of hope. And in 2015, we also had some event that changed at least many societies. That was that huge wave of fugitives coming more or less from Africa to Europe. And in the autumn of 2015, we moved from hope to fear, and everything changed. So we have to understand, we are in a first line period, and the first line is about weakness and strength. And as we are in a movement of dissolution, that first line gets weaker and weaker and weaker. And to the same degree as that first line gets weaker, the fear gets stronger. And that is something we actually could observe very clearly. Everything now, everything is ruled by fear. And this will not go away till 2027. So you better watch your fears, because they may not be your fears, you know. That is a huge conditioning force, at least for the collective. And as we are part of the collective, even if you are individuals, you cannot change that you are part of the collective. We have to handle it. The fear, so to speak, is also a part of the transit field, but it is a part of the transit field we normally do not look at. So now, just to give you a taste of what happened when the last cycle started, well, a lot of interesting discoveries have been made. Before the last cycle started, still a great scientist like Giordano Bruno got executed as Heretian magician. So the old is always fighting to the end. And well, in 1618, 8 years after the cycle started, there was the famous War of 30 Years in Europe that decreased the population between 33 and 40%. These are the winds of change. So what we need to understand in order to have a very condensed look at the transit field, condensed because we do not have eternally time here, and we have to look at a long time, that is especially the pendulum movements, I will explain that in a second, and the planetary quality, and then of course combined with the gates, in order to get a picture, in order to get a basic idea how these 7 years, or now 6 years, almost 6 years, are programmed to unfold. Now, what I mean when I talk about pendulum movements, So I have to move here something first. So